you are stronger than you know. Right now you might feel alone, but that solitude is your power waiting to be unleashed. Think about a tree standing tall in a field. It doesn't need a forest around it to grow. It reaches for the sky, its roots dig deep, and it weathers every storm. That tree is you. Being alone doesn't mean being weak. It means you have the chance to discover your true strength. When no one else is there to lean on, you learn to stand on your own 2 feet. You build a foundation that nothing can shake. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself as that tree. Feel the strength in your core. Feel the power in your branches reaching out. Now open your eyes. That strength you felt is inside you right now. Some people run from being alone. They fear it, but not you. You're going to face it head on. You're going to use this time to grow, to become unshakable. Think about the great leaders in history. Many of them had periods of solitude where they found their purpose. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but he came out stronger, ready to change a nation. Mother Teresa often felt alone in her mission, but she kept going, helping countless people. They turned their alone time into strength time. You'd have that same power. Every minute you spend alone is a chance to build yourself up. Read books that challenge you, learn new skills, work on your dreams when everyone else is sleeping. While others are distracted, you're focusing. You're growing. But let me tell you something important. Being strong when you're alone doesn't mean you have to be alone forever. It means that when you do connect with others, you bring your full, powerful self to those relationships. You don't need others to complete you. You complement each other. I know some of you are thinking, but it's hard. I feel lonely. I hear you. Feeling lonely is part of being human. But feeling lonely and being weak are not the same thing. You can feel lonely and still be strong. In fact, working through that loneliness makes you even stronger. Think about a muscle. How does it grow? Through resistance, through challenge. Your alone time is that resistance. It's making you stronger every day, even when you don't feel it. Now, I want you to do something. Stand up. Stand up right now, wherever you are. Feel your feet on the ground. Straighten your back. Take a deep breath. This is your power pose. This is you, strong and alone. Remember this feeling. Come back to it whenever you need strength. You might be wondering, how do I stay motivated when I'm by myself? It's a good question. The answer is inside you. Your dreams, your goals, your vision for your life. That's your motivation. When you're alone, you have the perfect opportunity to focus on those dreams without distraction. Write down your goals. Put them where you can see them every day. Wake up every morning and read them out loud. Your voice speaking your dreams, that's powerful. That's you being your own motivation. Some people think being alone means being lonely, but there's a big difference. Loneliness is a feeling. Being alone is a situation. You can change how you feel about being alone. You can make it your superpower. Use your alone time to reflect. Ask yourself the big questions. What do you really want in life? What are your values? What kind of person do you want to be? When you're always surrounded by others, it's easy to lose sight of these things. But alone, you can find clarity. Now let's talk about fear. It's normal to feel afraid when you're alone. The world can seem big and overwhelming, but here's the truth. Fear is just a feeling. It's not reality. You are bigger than your fear. Every time you face your fear and take action anyway, you grow stronger. Think about the things you've been afraid to do alone. Maybe it's eating at a restaurant by yourself. Maybe it's traveling solo. Maybe it's starting a business with no support. I want you to make a list of these things. Then I want you to start doing them one by one. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, and do it anyway. Each time you do something you thought you couldn't do alone, you prove to yourself how strong you really are. You build confidence. And confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Remember, being alone doesn't mean you don't have support. Look for mentors in books, in podcasts, in videos. The wisdom of great thinkers and doers is at your fingertips. Make them your virtual companions on this journey. Now let's talk about resilience. When you're alone, you might face setbacks. Things might not go as planned. This is where your true strength shines. Resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. When you face a setback alone, you have two choices. You can give up or you can get creative. Choose creativity every time. Ask yourself, how can I solve this? What can I learn from this? Turn every problem into an opportunity to grow. Think about inventors working alone in their workshops. Thomas Edison tried thousands of times before he succeeded with the light bulb. Each failure was a step towards success. Your alone time is your workshop. Every setback is just another experiment bringing you closer to your goals. Now, I want to address something important. Some of you might be thinking, but I'm not naturally strong. I'm not a born leader. Listen closely. Strength isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. And you're building it right now with every challenge you face alone. Think about a building. It starts with a single brick, then another and another. Your strength is built the same way. Every small victory, every time you choose to keep going when you feel like giving up, that's another brick. You're building your unshakable foundation. Let's talk about self-talk. When you're alone, the voice in your head becomes very important. Make sure it's a voice of encouragement, not criticism. Speak to yourself the way you speak to your best friend. Be your own cheerleader. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I am strong. I am capable. I can handle anything that comes my way. It might feel strange at first, but keep doing it. Your mind believes what you tell it repeatedly. Now, I want you to think about the future. Imagine yourself a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. See how strong you've become. See how much you've accomplished. That future is real and is waiting for you. Every day you spend building yourself up alone is a day closer to that future. Remember, being alone doesn't mean being isolated. It means being independent. It means being self-reliant. These are incredible strengths in today's world. When you can stand on your own, you can achieve anything. Think about nature again. A single seed can grow into a mighty oak. A single spark can start a forest fire. You are that seed. You are that spark. Your potential is limitless. Now let's talk about purpose. When you're alone, you have the perfect opportunity to discover and focus on your purpose. What were you put on this earth to do? What unique gifts do you have to offer the world? These aren't easy questions, but they're important ones. Spend time in silence. Listen to your inner voice. Your purpose isn't something someone else can give you. It's something you uncover for yourself. And when you find it, it becomes an unending source of strength and motivation. I think about how a compass always points north. Your purpose is your North Star. No matter how alone you feel, no matter how lost you might think you are, your purpose will always guide you home. Now, I wanted to address something that might be holding some of you back. Maybe you're thinking, but I've made mistakes. I've failed before. Good. Those mistakes, those failures, they're not your weakness. They're your strength. They're your teachers. Every successful person you admire has failed many times, but they kept going. They learned from each failure. They grew stronger. You can do the same. Your past doesn't define you. Your response to it does. I want you to make a list of your past failures. Write them down. Now, next to each one, write what you learned from it. See how much wisdom you've gained. That's strength. Let's talk about habits. When you're alone, you have the perfect opportunity to build strong, positive habits. No one is there to distract you or pull you off course. You can design your ideal day. Start small. Pick one habit you want to build. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes every day. Maybe it's exercising. Maybe it's meditating. Whatever it is, commit to it. Do it every day. No matter what, watch how it transforms you. Remember, your habits shape your life. When you're alone, you have complete control over your habits. Use this power wisely. Build habits that make you stronger, smarter, better every single day. Now, let's address fear again. Not just the fear of being alone, but the fear of success. Yes, that's a real thing. Some of you might be holding yourself back because you're afraid of what will happen if you truly unleash your strength. Let me tell you something. The world needs your strength. It needs your unique gifts. Don't hold back. Don't play small. You were created to be great. Think about a lighthouse. It stands alone, but it's not weak. It's a beacon of hope and guidance for others. That's you. Your strength developed in solitude will end up helping and inspiring others. Now, I want to talk about gratitude. When you're alone, it's easy to focus on what you don't have. But I want you to flip that script. Start focusing on what you do have. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude is strength. It shifts your focus from lack to abundance. It reminds you of the resources you already have. When you're grateful, you're powerful. Think about your body. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, that's a gift. Your mind capable of incredible thoughts and ideas, that's a gift. Start appreciating these things. Feel the strength that comes from gratitude. Now, let's talk about vision. When you're alone, you have the space to dream big. Don't waste this opportunity. What do you want your life to look like? Don't limit yourself. Dream as big as you can. Write down your vision. Make it so vivid you can almost touch it. This vision will pull you forward on the days when you feel weak. It will remind you why you're doing this, why you're building your strength. Remember, every great achievement started as a vision in someone's mind. Your vision is the blueprint for your future strength. Believe in it, nurture it, work towards it every single day. Now, I want to address something important. Some of you might be thinking, but I'm introverted. I'm not naturally outgoing. Good news, introversion is a strength, not a weakness. Your ability to spend time alone, to reflect deeply, to recharge in solitude, these are superpowers. Your world needs introverted leaders as much as it needs extroverted ones. Your thoughtfulness, your depth, your ability to listen, these are incredible strengths. Don't try to be someone you're not. Embrace who you are and let your unique strength shine. Let's talk about creativity. When you're alone, your creativity can flourish. There's no one to judge your ideas from as possible. Use this freedom. Let your imagination run wild. Start a journal. Write down your ideas, no matter how crazy they seem. Draw, paint, sing, dance. Express yourself freely. This creativity is a form of strength. It's you bringing something new into the world. Now, I want you to think about your values. What do you stand for? What are your non-negotiables? When you're alone, you have the chance to really define these for yourself without outside influence. Write down your values. Make them your personal code of conduct. When you have strong values and you stick to them, you become unshakable. No matter what life throws at you, you know who you are and what you stand for. Think about a tree again. Its strength doesn't just come from its trunk or its branches. It comes from its roots, hidden underground. Your values are your roots. They keep you strong. Now, don't fall into this trap. Taking care of yourself. It's how you maintain your strength. Eat well, sleep enough, exercise regularly, take time to relax and recharge. Treat yourself with kindness and respect. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself is how you ensure you always have strength to give. Think about athletes. They spend a lot of time training alone. They take care of their bodies, they rest, they fuel themselves properly. You're an athlete in the game of life. Treat yourself accordingly. Now, I want to address comparison. When you're alone, it's tempting to look at others and feel like you're falling behind. Don't do this. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Your journey is unique. Your challenges are unique. Your strengths are unique. Embrace this uniqueness. Focus on your own growth, your own progress. That's where true strength comes from. Remember, social media only shows you the highlights of other people's lives. You're seeing their carefully curated best moments. Don't compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Let's talk about patience. Building strength takes time. It's not an overnight process. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress. This is normal. Think about a bamboo plant. For the first few years, doesn't seem to grow much above the ground. But underground, it's developing a complex root system. Then in its 5th year, it can grow up to 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Your strength is like that bamboo. Keep nurturing it even when you can't see the results yet. Now, I want you to think about legacy. What do you want to be remembered for? When you're alone, you have the chance to really ponder this question. Your legacy isn't just what you leave behind when you're gone. It's the impact you make every single day. Start living your legacy now. Make choices that align with how you want to be remembered. Let your strength touch the lives of others, even in small ways. A kind word, a helpful action. These things matter. They're part of your legacy. Remember, the strongest people aren't just strong for themselves. They're strong for others too. They use their strength to lift others up. As you grow stronger, look for ways to help those around you. Now let's talk about adaptability. The world is constantly changing. Being strong means being able to adapt to these changes. When you're alone, you have the opportunity to become more flexible, more resilient. Embrace change. See it as an opportunity to grow stronger. When something unexpected happens, ask yourself, it's soft, yet extraordinary. Adapt to any experience. Be like one, strong, yet flexible. Able to adapt to any situation life throws at you. Now, I want to address fear one more time. Not just the fear of being alone or the fear of success, but the fear of truly being yourself. Some of you might be holding back your true self because you're afraid of what others might think. Let me tell you something. The world needs the real you. Not a watered down version, not a copy of someone else. The real, authentic, sometimes messy, always beautiful you. That's where your true strength lies. Think about a diamond. It's formed under immense pressure in darkness and solitude. But when it emerges, it's one of the strongest, most beautiful things in the world. That's you. Your time alone, your challenges, they're forming you into something incredible. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want you to make a commitment. Commit to embracing your alone time. Commit to using it to build your strength. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Write this commitment down. Say it out loud. Make it real. Remember, you are not alone in being alone. Everyone faces periods of solitude. It's how you use this time that makes the difference. Will you let it weaken you, or will you use it to become unstoppable? The choice is yours, but I believe in you. I know you have the strength within you to face any challenge, to overcome any obstacle. You are stronger than you know, and you're getting stronger every day. So stand tall. Face the world with confidence. You are alone, but you are strong. And that strength will carry you to heights you've never imagined. Your journey starts now. Every moment is an opportunity to grow stronger. Embrace it. Live it. And watch as you transform into the powerful, unstoppable force you are always meant to be. You're alone, but you are strong. Now go out there and show the world just how strong you really are.